Welcome. I'm Mr. Hewitt. I'm the high school band director. At some point tonight, please make sure, there we go, you grab a program. There is some special information in there about upcoming events, as well as a fundraiser that's starting today and running until May 11th for Milton band apparel and gear and all kinds of stuff that you can purchase up until May 11th. So, tonight you will hear the evolution of the band student. We will begin with our elementary band, which starts our concert at the end of their first year or two of band instruction. So, up on stage right here, right now, who here has been playing for just this first year, for 1 year? There's all our first years. Woo! Wow! Cool, all right, put your hands down. And then who's been playing for now 2 years? Let me see our 2-year students. Yeah, sticking with it. Nice. All right. So this band performs at the equivalent language level of, about a kindergartner or first grader learning how to read and write for the first time. But that's what happens when you don't play an instrument until you're 4th, 5th grade. So, however, in addition to reading and writing, these students are also learning how to speak the language of music through their instruments. Remember, support these youngest music students as they learn the very foundations of how to read and speak the language of music. So, please welcome to the stage our elementary school band director, Mrs. Jaime Flook, and the Milton 4th and 5th grade elementary school band.
All right, so this one I need your help. All right? So, I think you'll know this one. Here you go.
Okay, next we have the students who have mostly graduated beyond the foundational levels of music education. These students are thinking more about tone and dynamics and developing more rhythmic and melodic complexity. Some of these students only started playing an instrument this year, while others have been playing for up to 4 years. So we have a very wide range of ability levels in only 3 grade levels. The musical language abilities of this band are most affected by their schedule. The middle school band only meets once every 3 school days for about 30 minutes. If you add that up, the maximum time that a middle school student has in band rehearsal is only about 30 hours of rehearsal in the entire school year, or about 3.5 hours a month. To put that into perspective, the last middle school I taught in had band meet for about 45 minutes every other day, which is about 7.5 hours a month of rehearsal. More than double what middle school band students have. So, our middle school students currently have a slight disadvantage when it comes to learning the skills necessary for higher levels of music performance. Our high school band schedule makes up for some of the lost time in middle school, but I'll have more to say on that later. The middle school band has worked very hard all year to get to this point. Those of you on stage, raise your hand if you've been playing just this year. All right, let's see 2 years. Who's been playing for 2 years? All right, how about 3 years? Who's been playing your instrument for 3 years? All right, who's an 8th grader who started in 4th grade? Who's been playing for 4 years? There they are. Our goal is to have a whole lot more hands up of the 8th graders who've been playing for 4 years. That's our goal. So all of you elementary students, keep playing because you will be those 4-year students in 8th grade. All right. Once again, please welcome, I hope, Mrs. Flook and the Milton Middle School Band.
Hello? Oh, sorry. He showed me how to work the microphone, so yay. Now I don't have to yell at you. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you so much for supporting our students. It's really a pleasure to work with all of them, and what you saw today is how I start my morning every single morning. Who needs coffee, right? Me, trust me, a lot. But my favorite part about this is that I get to see them grow from that to what you're going to see later on. So it really is quite a remarkable change. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you, although I think Mr. Hewitt already did, to our middle school band. Our first selection tonight is called the Star Splitter Fanfare. Enjoy. Our next piece in the concert is by one of my favorite composers. He's a newer composer, Timothy Loest, and it's called Abandoned Toy Shop. And we should have some sound effects for this one. Are we good back there? Awesome, thank you. Abandoned Toy Shop. So I hope that painted a little picture for you of a toy shop and maybe what happens sometimes at night as things start to wake up when we're not around. The next song we're going to do, we're going to slow things down a little bit for you and hopefully paint a picture of the desert. Next up is Painted Desert by Anne McGinty. piece tonight for the middle school portion of the concert is called Eyes of the Dragon. And this is a challenging piece. It's a grade 2. Most music is graded on a scale of 0 or half for a beginner level up to 5, which is what most high schools and colleges play. So this is grade 2. For a middle school band, this is a pretty tough piece. So please enjoy Eyes of the Dragon.
So, as Mrs. Flook said, I brought back jazz band this year. We just started this up sometime in, was it January, by the time we got things going and like got the class kind of running and stuff. So yeah, these are students who chose to be in this kind of extracurricular graded as well class, unless they're middle schoolers. But all the high schoolers are getting a grade for this, so good job. You get an A because you're here tonight. Good job. For our first jazz band. Woo! So tonight we'll be sharing 3 selections with you. Our first one is called Buffalo Head. It's in a funk style, so you'll be hearing some solos from the band. This is our big solo piece, so look out for that. And is everybody, we're all good? You're all good, band? Okay, all right, we're gonna get started.
Yes, I am playing bass. I'm sorry.
was Xavier Godown on drums, Violet Bell on guitar, Skylar Harrington on clarinet, and now on piano. And we got Gage, oh no, Gage Nixon, my brain. Gage Nixon on tenor sax, and Nick Marks on bari sax. All right, our next selection is not immediately recognizable as jazz. I know I call this a jazz band, but it's kind of like a lab band, so we can play whatever we want. So this next piece is, it might be familiar, it's known as Bad Romance. By the great Stephanie Germanotta, aka Lady Gaga. That was Skylar Harrington jumping off clarinet onto a piano for that one, so give him a round of applause. Woo. And Elias Franciscus on drums. All right, our final piece this evening before we head to our high school band selections. This is a piece made famous by Rob Thomas and Carlos Santana. This is called Smooth. smooth solo. All right, next up, we're going to bring up everybody who's playing with high school band. Let's go. So this is the high school band. High school band is made up of high schoolers as well as some very hard-working middle schoolers. I like to call them middle school advanced band. If I could have the middle schooler advanced band students go ahead and raise your hands. Let's see the middle school advanced band. There they are. As you can tell, they're really filling out the high school band. So the high school band meets 5 days a week for about 85 minutes every day. To put that into perspective, I did the math for middle school, where we had about 30 hours a year of rehearsal time with a director. And that's in a good year where like everything goes well and there's no field trips or meetings or anything like that. And everybody actually shows up. So 5 days a week for 85 minutes in the year at maximum, that's about 255 hours of rehearsal in a year, or 127.5 hours per semester. So some of our students only take band for one semester because it takes up so much of their schedule. So this is where we make up for middle school band. However, because of the block scheduling that's been in place here, many band students find it very difficult to fit band into their schedule for a full year, or even sometimes for a semester, because that would take up 2 out of 8 class slots in their schedule to take it for the full year. That's a lot of class time in band. Now, I like band, but I think students should be able to take it whenever they want for the whole year. So, we're working on things to hopefully change that for the future, but each semester we get a little bit of inconsistency in our rehearsal instrumentation. We could be missing some flutes, or missing trumpets, or missing any number of instruments that just aren't there to fill out the sound, because students literally can't take the class. They can't fit it in their schedule. I had band every day from 7th grade until my senior year of high school, because our schedule worked better. Regardless, some students continue to participate in an extracurricular way, like our baritone player, Zach Guffey, over here, is still playing with the band despite not having band this semester, so a big round of applause for him. Sticking with it. And we had other students who couldn't take it the first semester, but took it this semester, so the scheduling it's difficult for us to work around. So, more on that later. Our first piece is actually called Malagueña. It's a song by the Cuban composer Ernesto Lucona. It was originally the 6th movement of Lucona's Suite Andalucia from 1933. Malagueña is generally referred to flamenco dance styles from Malaga in the southeast of Spain. This song has since become a popular jazz, marching band, and drum and bugle corps standard. Our version tonight was arranged by Michael Sweeney. Our next piece is by the Japanese-Canadian composer Kate Nishimura, titled Chasing Sunlight. This piece won the Canadian Band Association's Composition Prize in 2017. Nishimura explains this piece as being inspired by the experience of driving west into the setting sun, as if trying to keep up with Earth's rotation to catch the last few rays of light before dusk. The steady eighth-note motif throughout the piece represents this sense of urgency, while the soaring lyrical themes depict the warmth and radiance of the sun low in the sky. Just as the sun will always set, humans must accept the impermanence of all things in life and make the most of every opportunity before it has passed. Chasing Sunlight also represents the ongoing pursuit of these opportunities. This is Chasing Sunlight.
The next piece we are performing is called Fragile. This piece is about something many know all too well. This piece is about the struggle of going through a mental health crisis written by Randall Standridge as part of his Unbroken project. Standridge wrote this piece to spark conversations and reflections on mental health, as well as tearing down the taboo of discussing the reality of living with mental health conditions.
This piece starts very softly with both beauty and dissonance. The individual is aware that something is wrong, but is trying to bravely persist. The clarinets introduce the theme of work, a bittersweet melody that is lovely and vulnerable. As the segment continues, dissonant elements and the three-note descending theme signals the onset of a mental health crisis.
The second segment is manic and violent. The individual struggles with their condition as everything seems to be in darkness. The piece builds to a thunderous moment before dying away to a single dissonant sound, signaled by 2 clarinet notes. The individual is broken.
The original theme sounds again. Slowly, the individual resumes their life, still hopeful, but knowing the cycle will repeat. This piece ends on an ambiguous note. Their future uncertain.
So, please make sure you check out your programs. We have a lot of good information on there about our schedule for the upcoming season of various things, the end of the school year, as well as getting into marching band season as well. Any high school students in the entire school are welcome to join marching band. Color guard, on an instrument, percussion, doesn't matter what, but they're all welcome. I have invited certain middle school students as well, between 7th and 8th grade, who will be in 7th and 8th grade next year. So yeah, please check out the program and see those important dates and our fundraiser that's going on until May 11th. Next season, the Milton Marching Band's show is called Spy vs. Spy, and will feature music from the Pink Panther, Austin Powers, and James Bond films. Any students from the high school are welcome to join the band. Right now, I am anticipating having over 30 students in the marching band, including guard, which is up from 21 last year. So, and that number keeps going up, so it's up by 33%. Our next piece is, speaking of film music, from the movie How to Train Your Dragon. This next piece is called Blue Ridge Reel, inspired by bluegrass music. Before I get to some thank yous and our final piece, I would like to say that I'm incredibly proud of all of my students. This is my first full year teaching here at Milton. You may remember that I taught for about half the year last year, starting around February, and we had our spring concert last year. But this is the first year that I fully felt like it was me who was here. And I'm so proud of all of the hard work that our students have put in here, and we couldn't play the music that we are playing tonight if they hadn't worked incredibly hard since August on everything we've done. If you've been to any of the football games and seen us perform in the marching band, if you came to the Halloween concert that we put on in October, we played a concert in December, our winter concert with the high school choirs, and we also had a recital in March, about a month ago. We had a small ensemble and solo recital in the Lit Cafe. So we've performed so many times this year. Hopefully you've gotten out to see us at some other point, but this is our last big band concert for the year. So thank you for coming out, and thank you for your children, without whom I wouldn't be able to do my job and be as successful as we have been. So thank you. Let's give yourself a round of applause. And your students. Round of applause for your students. have supported the band program at all levels, teachers and staff of the Milton Area School District, the MASD secretarial and custodial staff, the Milton Band Boosters, Mr. Steve Cleese, basically our assistant band director for marching band. Dr. John Bighart, our superintendent, Dr. Daphne Kirkpatrick, director of education, Mr. Andrew Rance and Mr. Michael Berkey, high school principals, Mr. Gregory Scoggins, middle school principal, Mr. David Slater, the JFB principal, Mr. Jeremy Stetler, WD principal, White Deer, and Mr. William Campbell, our secondary dean of students. Mr. Seth Decker, our elementary dean of students, and of course the Milton Area School District Board of Directors. So just so that we can acknowledge you, because I think you should get a round of applause as well. Could we have any administrators, board members, even faculty or staff, please stand. We couldn't have this incredible program without your support, so could we give you a round of applause if we have any administrators or teachers here tonight? Please stand. Thank you. Applaud. Thank you so much. This is a special thanks to parents, families, community members of the Milton Area School District who have spent countless hours listening to our students practice, driving to and from rehearsals, games, and concerts, as well as cheering them on. A huge thanks to Mr. Eric Bergmuller and Mrs. Alyssa Kuznicki for supporting the instrumental music program and being awesome colleagues. This is our final piece. It's called Ascentium. As soon as we're done, I'm going to take a picture with the band. And I wrote out everything that I wanted to say tonight because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget anything. Because I'm so focused on the music, I don't want to forget the words to say. So thank you so much for coming. We'll take our picture after the final piece, and then you'll be free to go with your students. Thank you so much. This is where you get to take pictures. Front row. Let's hear it one more time for the high school band. And for all that I said, I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget. I want to acknowledge our seniors who are graduating, going on to bigger, better things. We have Arella Sandrick on clarinet. And Jillian Latchford in percussion. Thank you so much. If you're interested in helping the band, please come to our band booster meeting on Monday at 6:30 in the high school band room. Any community members, whether you have students in the band or not, are welcome to come and help us build our band. Have a great night, and
one more thing. Okay, so when I met this guy, I wasn't too sure about him. I was like, is this guy gonna be okay? Is he gonna be a good band director? He has proved over and over again how great of a band director he is. I am amazed of how he turned this band of mostly freshmen that started this year into an excellent band. I am proud to say that this is my band director.
Thank you, Mr. Hewitt, for making our senior year the best senior year it could be.
I also heard a little birdie told me that you like blue, so I got you a little bit of blue flowers.